Good morning, Pisces. It is cold. Anyway, don't forget to wear your mask. Don't forget to wash your hands. There we go. Pisces, don't forget to wear that mask, wash your hands. Wear the mask and wash them hands. It's important that you do that. Okay? Thank you, Pisces. Thank you all those who like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you a million for being loyal to me. Pisces, thank you for all those who joined my podcast last night. If you was new to it, thank you. And if you returned again, thank you. Thank you for all those who get private readings from me. Know that they are $65. And I think that's a hell of a price for a reading because this costs a lot more than anyone else's. You too. I don't pre-record it. I do it straight up, face to face. Thank you for all those who go onto my web and purchase my jewelry, okay? Thank you. These are my bracelets, okay? They're my bracelets, excuse me. They're made one of a kind. None of them are alike. Okay, this is my sage. Alright? Pisces. These are oils. If you want to make your own products, these are oils that you can make your own product with. Put them in your soaps. You can put them in your soap. You can put them in your candles, bath wash, bath bombs, anything you want. You can put that in there, and it's good for you. I have here what you can use to clean your house for all the different everything that you don't feel right around there, negativity. This is also to take a bath or clean your house. Like I said, the best, the root soap is powerful, and also the root oil to break any bad energy that you may have around you. Okay? Like I said, we have all kinds of oils. All kinds. Money oil, love oil, move away from me oil. All kinds of oil for you to make your products. These are, like I said, my salt. My salts are everything. Everything to me. I have a good salt, and you're not going to get this salt nowhere. Do you see that? Chunks. Nowhere. Okay? And that salt a little bit goes a long way. So note that part. That's the problem. We want to keep dumping so much into the product when you don't have to. A little bit goes a long way. Alright, Pisces? Pisces, let's get into the reading. Sorry, I'm lighting an incense. Because you know, either I light an incense or a sage. Alright, here we go. Pisces, I'm glad that it's Monday. Know I have a couple activities that's going to be going on. July, I'm going to do a boat trip. And also, we can only have 40 people on the boat. So since it's going to be at my hometown, I have to make sure that everybody will be able to get on this boat. So I'm only going to have a certain amount of people from my Pisces studio that will be able to purchase the tickets. I think I'm only going to have 15 people that are going to be Pisces, from our Pisces studio, that will be able to go. And I'm not picking 15 people. If you want to come, you live near me or whatever, New York, anywhere, Newark, you want to come and go on our boat ride, you're more than welcome to. It's going to be fun. I also sell these stones, all right? The rooted one. Okay? So if you want to participate in that, I'm going to send out the information and decided to say how much are the tickets. I don't know, but I haven't done the research on the boat, but I will do that this week. And we will party. It'll be a lot of food, drinking, dancing, dance the night away. And I thought I could do that for y'all. But there's only 40 people, so I will have probably 15 Pisces. I have, and the rest are going to be people that live here, where I'm from. Because where I'm from, big, huge supporter. And I tell you, my whole boat will be full with the people I live at. Because that's just how it be when it comes to us. Okay? We don't play. All right? We support each other. This is my spray that I made with rose petals. Okay? And that's what I have on today. To keep anything and all things away from me. All right. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Smells good. Happy birthday to all Pisces that are birthdays today. Happy birthday, Pisces. We're rocking the house, Pisces. I'm shuffling. All right, here we go. All right, they flying out. First three cards, you know it's you and the spirits, whoever it may be. The first card you have is the Six of Wands. Parading you around, baby. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. The second one is the World card. Saturn. The third card is the Empress. The Empress. Yes, the Empress. Venus. It's cold in here. You know, it's starting to get warm out, so my heat is set on a certain temperature, so if it's not that cold out, the heat don't come on in the house, and I'm going to fix that. Okay, the 6. You are being paraded around. People are looking at you for your accomplishment. Now, let me tell you something about this card. This ain't like you, it says parade around, okay? So this is people acknowledging you for everything you do. They looking at you for everything you're doing. Now, parading around is you on stage, you at an event. You're speaking, you're doing something that they're looking at you doing. You're a speaker, you're an actor, you're a performer of some level. You're being acknowledged for the role of who you are, okay? Look at you and look at everyone. Everyone is cheering you on. Cheering you on. You are worthy of this success, and you are grateful that you're being seen. You're worthy of it, and you are grateful that you're being seen. You have been working hard on this. Not only have you been working hard, you do everything for everyone, and you do it without asking for anything in return. Okay? That's the beauty in you. You're a badass success. A leadership, accomplishment, being seen, becoming an influence, victory, optimistic, inspiration to others. Okay? Realist, the sweetness of your victory. Something that you've been working towards is finally coming to a successful fruit. You're going to be bearing your fruits. People are looking at you, honey. It is time to celebrate your wins. Beautiful share. Give yourself permission to bark in the warm glow of this accomplishment and allow the support community around you. And allow people to support you because that's what they're doing. To witness and appreciate the progress you made. Taking time to see your own. Taking time to see how far you come is as important as making the next move on your journey. Accepting success will see more of it. You will see more of this success. Others will turn to you for wisdom now. So step up and share your stage. In the shadow, this card points to shy and away from public attention and held in your light from the world. You don't need to hid your light from the world. You need to shine. You deserve it. Don't sit there and let nobody take your shot. You deserve everything you do. Okay? It may also indicate that someone who is carving is violated instead of turning to their own inner compassion to define their success. You need to be proud of everything you do. You deserve this. You've worked hard. You help people. You're building your own future. You wanting, you knowing. The world card. You have it all in your hand. Everything is coming to completion, to a circle. A full circle. Everything is coming back around in this cycle. Okay? You have Saturn here, but you have someone is watching you, but it's like it's this within you. It's this spirit within you. You're being seen, but it's the world is coming completion, and it's coming back around, and it's being completed. Okay, you got the Leo, you got the air, you got the signs, the 4 signs here. You got you got the air, you got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you got Leo, you got Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, you got Taurus, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You got everything, all the signs, completion of everything in everyone. Do you understand? And you're sitting there naked with what? What purple indicates you. Your color is purple. It's purple. You're sitting there naked, which means it's a completion. And it's crazy because on the top of this wreath, it's the color red, and at the bottom is the color red. It's your foot chakra. It's your heart chakra. So in between two people, the roots, your heart, your roots in your heart. Your roots go all the way back. And I'm going to say it again. Your roots go so far and so strong. You are being completed here. You have a completion. You are, whatever it is that you've been doing or whatever it is that you want to do, I'm telling you, you go for it because it's there for you, for the taking. Take it. It's your time. You don't have to sit back and not shine. It's your time. You have the wands. Parade. A person on stage speaking, a speaker. A completion because you went within. It's a completion. There's a cycle completed. It's a cycle that is completed. I'm going to say it again. It's a cycle that it is completed. You got that? It's a beautiful thing, honey. A beautiful thing. I accept this gift of completion, and I send to a new level of awareness and wholesome. I am love. Yes, you are. You're loved. You are loved. Loved. Okay? A completion, joy, wholesome, achievement, happy ending, abundance, success, new level of conscious, literally traveling the world. Hey, come on, God. You say it with a plus. You're giving it to me all. I want to travel the world and help people around the world. I want to speak to crowds of people. I want to speak to one person. I want to speak to all. No matter who you are, where you come from, I want to speak to you. Yes, and I would travel the world to do what I'm going to do. Yes. People will acknowledge me, love me for who I am. Come see me because The cycle is being completed. The world will see me and I will see them. The world bring one of the most positive and abundance in messages in the tarot. Congratulations. I do congratulate myself. Standing ovation for me, for you, Pisces. You come, how far you come. A large project or a period in your life is coming to a successful, okay? It's coming to be fully success. The puzzle is put together. Finally, it's put together. Nothing else is missing. And it's time to reveal, okay? In the share of an afterglow of your success. If you're not quite there yet, take the card as a sign that you on the right path. Consider stepping into the world, ascending your energy and welcoming a little beautiful shift as you enter the spiritual landscaping, merging with your outer reality. Okay? You are being completed. Everything is being completed for you. As you reach the stage of fruitness, remember focusing. Do not slick your receive as you grab this magic at this time of the long journey, because it's time to follow through with your final steps and complete the cycle. It's a cycle that's been completed. And it's about time for that to be completed. You worked hard. You've been through a lot. You did a lot of inner work, spiritual work, searching for you, for who you was in the mix of doing your project. You went all the way around and all the way completed where you was to it finally met its completion of how hard you work for what you want. And I'm talking about both in the real world, in the material world, in that spiritual world, all came together finally. And even in the shadow, the world is a positive card that signifies blossoming happiness ending with of this positive energy on its way. It is all positive. It ain't nothing negative. All positive. Beautiful. All positive. And I will say something to you. And I will say this quick. I always talked about my mother to you all. How I felt like she didn't love me. How I felt like I went through everything alone. She did not know everything I went through. Because she herself didn't feel love. She was adopted. And as I was listening to y'all's story, how lucky I was to have Miss Ramos as my mother. How lucky I was and am to have a mother like mine. I may have not had everything I wanted, materialistic, but boy, and I never felt like she loved me because she didn't touch me and told me, look, I love you. Look, you're good enough. You don't have to try to be nothing you're not. You're good enough. I didn't have that. But she didn't give me away. She didn't get high or drunk. She worked hard for everything she had. Nothing was given to her easy. She made sure I had food. Whatever she could give me, she gave me. But I could not understand who she was because how cold she was. She taught me a great lesson. The greatest lesson she taught me was to love me and that I mattered. And she taught me this in death. I search her in death. I wanted answers. She gave me all the answers I needed. She taught me that no means no without you explaining yourself. I'm going to say it again, Pisces. No means no, and I mean it. I don't give a damn what you're at or what you're doing, whether it's a relationship or just someone asking you, yes or no. My mother was an air sign. She didn't go through, oh, Lisa, yes or no. And no, because no, we don't do that in Miss Ramos' house. You don't have to explain to me no. You don't have to do that. She was an air sign. She didn't care about why you're saying no. But I did. So I always was explaining myself to her. She looked at me like, all right, enough. I couldn't understand it. She believed that no meant no, and you don't have to explain yourself. And yes means go all the way. All the way. Okay? When you start explaining yourself to someone else and you say, no, I cannot, I can't. And then you go into, well, I can't because I right now cannot come, or I can't stay because I have something to do tomorrow that means the world to me, or I have something to do at 1 o'clock in the morning. You don't have to explain to nobody what the fuck you got to do. No means no. Stand for your truth. And yes means go all the way. Deal with it later. Okay? That was the greatest lesson I learned from my mom. Air signs. The air signs, they're hawks, they're black birds, they're owls, okay? Eagles, red robins, blue robins, anything with feathers. They can fly, that's them. And people say the hawk, oh, they like to eat everything. Nah. Aquarius, very strong-minded people, leaders. And they just them. They got everything around them. They don't have to play. They're very serious. The one thing I know they need to do is be givers. Balance people around them that they love. Because they may seem cold on the outside, but they're very warm in the inside. They know to love. And they only keep it to themselves. They don't explore it. They don't announce it. Okay? The Empress. You got two major cards here. Two major. You got the World and the Empress. Huge cards. Okay? I'll tell you. The Empress is Venus. and you are sitting, it's right under Pisces, okay? You are giving birth to something brand new. Birth. It's amazing. I'm ready to give birth to my abundance, my rich future. The divine feminine, prolift, creativity, fertilization, motherhood, union, the goddess, sensitivity, nurturing, abundance, epic, unconditional love. Okay? Mind, body, and soul. Nothing like it. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Me, myself, and I. Okay? Somebody is really having a baby. Somebody that probably couldn't find out couldn't have kids. They're having kids. You're adopting kids. It's something coming to you in abundance. This unconditional love that you have is something, and I'm going to say something to you. People are watching you and seeing you. They're watching you. They're seeing this accomplishment. They are happy for you. You have a completion here. And this is unconditionally. Someone is sitting you, holding you like you are their trophy, parading you around, baby. They want the world to see you and know that you are theirs. It's a cycle that is completed. Something you've been wanting, something you've been working hard on. And now, you're ready to set it off. To set it off. Enjoy it. Bring everything that you want because you're giving birth to your abundance. And abundance is available to you. Anything you want is coming to you in abundance. And it's available to you. It reminds you to find the beauty in you, in everything, in everywhere. In everything that you do, find the beauty. Because you have so much love to give. It's overflooding. And it's going from one river to the next. So much love to give. Someone here has so much love to give you. They want to give it all to you. All of it. They're watching you. They're looking at you. They're seeing your growth. It's a completion because you have all. You have it all. Yes, you do. You got so much to give. And I'm going to say it again. Someone is watching you being in a higher level of your life. A completion that you've been working at and wanting to do is coming to a completion. Or wanting this relationship, whatever it is coming to a completion. It is so much love that is overflowing. You have so much to give. This abundance that you are giving birth to, you finally coming to that 9 months and it's here. It's the now. Do you understand? So much to be offered to you. take it because it's meant to be. Take it. You don't get the world and the Empress together. The world is a circle. The Empress is a circle. It's abundance ready to hatch. Ready to say, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming out. That's how beautiful it is. You're shining a light in the world. You're being seen and heard. It's a beautiful thing. Okay? Let me go into this. Hello, Devontae. How are you, Devontae? Alana. Devontae. Hello. Hello, Fuego. Hello, Lulu. Hello, Miss Robin. Someone is coming to you, offering you love. The King of Cups. Trustworthy, honor, devoted. Okay, but being cautious about everything. Cautious, someone you can completely trust. Someone that you can trust. A situation that is safe. A solid relationship. Hidden but will reveal all their emotions. Beneficial, seeking counseling. Someone loves you and wants to offer you everything. Okay? Sorry. Something's in my eye. Now, you have the King of Cups, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you got the Queen of Cups facing each other off. You got a match here. The Queen and the King. They're facing each other off. One has arrived. The King has arrived. He's there. The Queen is looking at the horizon. Okay? The Queen has been there many times before, but she wants to be sure this time. Because the Queen of Cups is you, Pisces. Love and compassion, psychic, self-sacrifice, a deep psychic. You can see it. Care for others, for forgetting about self. Okay? Trust your intuitions, a deep love of a family friend. Follow your heart. Okay? Now look at this. The King and the Queen face off. Look at that. Look at the Queen. She ain't the one. And look at the King. Ready. So ready. Now, the King is someone that does not play. It's by the book. Honest. Devoted. Someone you can completely trust. Okay? On the other hand, the Queen, caring, loving. Okay? can see all things. Yes, is controlling herself. Controlling and trusting. She's doing it because she's been through so much that now she must see it for what it is. It's a completion. Do you understand? You have so much love here. It's the number 10. Everything you ever wanted. Everything. The family. Someone here has the 10 of cups. 2 kids. The husband, the wife. A happy marriage. Saying marriage. Happy ever after. Emotions. Contentment. A loving relationship with your kids. Raising your kids wisely and successful. People can trust in it. You are being beautiful, and it's a completion of a love. 2 people finding each other, falling in love. 2 people coming together as one. Okay? That's what it is. All right? Let's move along. This is a love story here. This is everything you ever wanted. It's the understanding. It's the way you talk to the people. It's the way you act to them. You're soft. You're sensitive. Okay? You know now what it takes to keep a person. What it takes to have a strong relationship with a person. What it takes for people to respect you. Okay? It says, don't stop. Don't stop now. Get more information. Ask help from others. Don't stop now. Get more information about whatever it is you want or what you're doing. Gather more. Ask help from others. Okay, you're going to get it. Come into your power. This card keeps coming out. Coming into your power. I step into my power. Bold and confident. You are being seen and heard for what you do, for what you're doing. Okay? Helping people, help yourself. Okay? Everything. You're different. Exceeding your expectations. I soar into excellence. Look at you. Standing up. You got standing on top of the world. You got this card twice. Behind each other, the world. Representing that you have it all. Stepping into your power and you have it all. Have everything you want. Everything. It's a cycle that's being completed. Okay? You have it all right in your hands. Right in your hands. Pisces. Dwelling in the truth. I stand in the light of the truth. You're standing for what you believe in, and I'm going to say it again. No means no. And you ain't got to go into details of why no. No is no. No is no. That's why it's a yes and a no. All right? Stand in your truth. And that's it. You ain't got to keep talking about it. Say it one time and leave it the hell alone. If they don't understand, they don't understand. That's their problem. Thinking. Stop thinking. Ain't no need to think that damn much. Somebody sitting there thinking. Okay? There ain't no need to think that much. All that glitters. Thinking about what? It could be you, because the sun is staring down at the gold. The gold is shining and everything is glittering. But you're thinking and you overthinking something too much. Too much overthinking is not good. Let it go. Yeah, take a nap. Don't overthink it. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Everything is right where it's supposed to be in life. Nothing is by mistake. Okay? Nothing. It's a whole new world that you're coming into. A whole new world. A new person has stirred your romance feeling. This person may have been around, or this person may be brand new, or something, a completion of a cycle. Okay? Get your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So much passion is coming into this relationship. Understanding on what you want so you can get what you want. And that's what it's about. That understanding is something you want here that you're going to get. But you got to learn how to control it. The mouth. Your thoughts. Your intuition is divine guidance, so trust all that you are being shown at this time. Trust everything that your intuition is showing you. Look at it. Pay attention. It's important that you pay attention. Past, present, and future energy. Need. Examine. What do you truly want and move forward? Look at it. Examine it. Is it what you really want? Is this what you want? What you got? What you've been asking for? Is it really what you want? Don't take anything personally. Okay? People can only understand things from their own level of perception. And I said this. Don't overwork yourself trying to explain shit, because people are going to already have in their mind what they want to have. And you can't change that. So don't try. Be you. Be you. If they don't understand it and they got something in their mind already, you know, well, what you going to do? It's on their mind already. Ain't nothing you can do. Denial. Repressed emotions. Rejection. Unable to see below the surface. You need to stop overthinking, because karma partner, okay? Conversation, relationship, duties, bound by social conversation. You are overworking your mind and overthinking about nothing. It's not even that serious, but you're making it serious in your own mind. Let it be. Let the relationship be on the flow. Okay? Take it to your altar. Pray. Light the candles. Okay? Communicate with your own divine. It's an altar here with flowers, cards, candles. It's like an event is about to happen. It's like a wedding, and on the table you set candles and things, and it's something is going to be happening there. This is like, I'm not letting go of this. You're not letting go of it, because it's meant to be. It's meant to be. Do you understand? A change, a move. Someone's moving. Someone is moving somewhere. I see luggage. Okay, it's that change that needed to be. It's the time. Divine timing is here. It's the now. Something new. Brand new. In this house that you're getting. a new house, something new, ready for you to put the leash on that baby and take him for a walk in this new home. Something new. Perfect timing. Pisces, the only thing I'm telling you about this reading is you're really coming into you. And the only thing you need to know is the meaning of no and the meaning of yes. Don't go and kill yourself explaining the word no. But when you go yes, go all the way. All the way. And know one thing. You mean the world to you, don't you? You are you. You are loved. You were made perfect. The lessons that you've been through are here to show you you. And I'm going to say it again. Mom, I love you. Please accept my apology. Thank you, God, for choosing my mother to be my mother. The greatest teacher she was. And still is. Even in death. Thank you, sweetheart, for the young man that I went to his funeral. Thank you for showing me what death really means. Thank you for bringing it all back around again. For giving me the understanding of that last missing piece that I wanted to know about your funeral so much. Very educational. To know that they wrapped you in a white cloth and you became part of the dirt. You and the dirt. You wasn't in a casket. They took you out of the casket. Carry you from the casket. Hand you down to your family, to your loved ones. Your loved ones hold you in their hands to take you down to the dirt. Perfect. Between two walls. The box of dirt wall. And I'm not talking about a casket. Dirt wall. And was placed right in that dirt wall. Perfect. On the right hand side. With a board over you. Not touching you. Isn't that amazing? And the dirt came down. People came with the shovel and put dirt and felt that dirt. Bonded with the earth. Straight up earth. And I'm not talking about in a casket, but straight up earth. You and the dirt. You and everything around you. Bonded. That's amazing. I've never experienced anything. But I'm going to say it again. I thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Because my son, he is Muslim. He doesn't speak about his religion to me. But I love you. And I accept you for who you are. And I will grant your wishes. All of it. I felt like My world is completed. And what amazing completion was. Me going to that Islamic funeral and watching the body go down, wrapped up in white, pure white. Soul wrapped up in that white, going down, fitting right where he's supposed to fit in. Amazing. Did you hear me? I fit. God ain't made no mistake. I fit right where I'm supposed to be. And I have accepted. I thank God for everything. For all the lessons. All the wisdom and the knowledge. For being able to share with you everything. And for you allowing me to come into your space and share everything. Because your story is my story. We are together, Pisces. I'm coming into my tribe. Literally meeting Pisces. Becoming my family. Do you know how many people I've met at my party in Atlanta and I speak to on a daily basis? And I met and stayed at my house. Something I've never done. At 9 o'clock today, this morning, someone is bringing their husband's ashes to my home. Again, ashes. Death. A reunion. They're coming to me. I'm super excited. Thank you. Pisces, everything is getting real serious. I want you to know this is a general reading. And if you're looking for that reading, you can get it from me or anyone else you desire. I love each and every one of you. And may God continue to bless you through your journey. Bless you. I love each and every one of you. I will see you soon. Bye.